Welcome back to Dragonfall, where we got into heavier combat than I think was expected. Alright, what do we do here? Fortunately, they don't seem to be capable of Overwatch either, which makes me feel slightly better, but not greatly. Oh, okay. Got it. Wonder what the other slots are for. So I got items and spells. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Oh, this guy's got 46. I wonder why I have a better chance of hitting him. It's worth a try. Huh? Alright, it explicitly says cover and then the 0.5 multiplier, so that's a good, like, I'm at least getting more information. I don't know if it's information I can use, but it is more information. So, okay, so it appears that for each character's position you can see which enemies they have a flanking bonus against. So and it's different by weapon as well. All right. All right, pretty good. These guys are reasonably squishy. Really? Yikes. All right. Well, it's something. All right. See, this is information I can work with. The flanking system, if that existed in the prior game, it was not apparent at all. I mean, I guess the only way I guess it did sort of exist in that once you rounded a corner on them, they would no longer have the shield icon, I think. I don't remember now. Anyway, this is better. Why is this such a problem? Okay. Sweet. That works. I should have waited and done that in the other order. Okay. Well. Wait, what happened to that guy? Wait, am I crazy? Hold on. Or can she not see him? Wait, where did that guy go? He was here, right? I know I hit him with acid, but that shouldn't have taken another tick until the next turn, I think. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. Well, I don't really want to run up on her like that. Do this. Alright. This should be pretty easy from here, I think. Ooh, that was a sound effect. A very loud one. Wow, that guy is, certainly a survivor. Alright, Dietrich, can you finish him off? Oh, that was a move-in attack. That's interesting. So he couldn't attack from where he was, huh? Huh. Alright. Well. Transition to a new location. The Harfeld Manor Run. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward, into the basement of the Harfield Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Well, anybody who has 6 armed guards on staff but doesn't have a central security system has made a mistake, so I have my suspicions. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a big frickin' vault, Leibchen. I'm probably gonna butcher the German in this game, so apologies in advance. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the flux state. Please spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger, love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Oh, is Iger female? Okay, I wasn't sure. Let's see. Let's see. Iger's right, Monica. We should have a second in command, just in case. Monica stares at you for a moment, clearly irritated. Then a twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well, we'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Alice is in charge. There's a pause. Then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Alice, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command. Let's see. I thought you were a pro, Iger. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it? This is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie, now. Monica nods at you. The smile has disappeared from her face. Listen, Monica, I know this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you. Iger. Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision is made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible, the legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. It's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. Monica's eyes narrow. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Oh, that was aggressive. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face, and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hands outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Well. The blood's gone now, but that was a lot of blood. I don't know. I don't know if smashing the deck is gonna help. I don't know what the outcome of this would be. I don't feel particularly strongly in any particular way. I think my choice would be to like look around and see if there's another threat. But I mean, I don't feel like either of them should hopefully need help, though. So I don't know. I'll help Dietrich hold Monica down. As Dietrich holds Monica's thrashing body, you grab her head in both hands and hold it steady. Glory wraps a cybernetically enhanced hand around the cord leading to Monica's data jack and pries it free. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing, and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Just stay with us, Monica, okay? We're gonna get you out of here. Save your breath. Glory's voice is strained. She's had a stroke, a bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back to the van. Huh. It gave me this option before, which makes me think it wants me to ask it. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shapes she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze. And something else. Hope? Verschwingy. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room. A computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slicked jaw goes slack, and she dies. Well. Alright, this text is fading way too fast. That continues to be a problem. Not thrilled with that. But, you know, there was actually a setting for... So I didn't change... The only thing I changed in the settings was I turned down the master volume and turned off camera edge pan. I was wondering why it said extra blood, and now I'm not sure... Like, this was the default selection, so I'm wondering if I should turn that off, because huge pool of blood, I don't know if that was actually appropriate or not. I guess we'll leave it for now, and since it is the default. Okay, so maybe text speed? I guess we'll see if that's any better. But anyway, I'm going to call the episode here, and we'll fight these guys on the next time.